Welcome back, guys. Now, in this session, we'll discuss. So, I'm uploading. This is our fifth lecture, and in this lecture, we see what is a source-free RL circuit, and this will solve some problems based on a time constant. So, the RL circuit, source-free RL circuit. So, in that circuit, we'll keep a resistor and an inductor. So, this current through that inductor already given. We have initially we take I naught, I of 0 equal to I naught. Actually, the same RSC circuit also we take what V of C 0 equal to V naught. So in inductor we have to assume if we have RL circuit, we have to assume the current. So current through that inductor we have to deal. The response here we take is current only. So to take the response here for inductor current, we assume the voltage VR and VL. So the whatever the energy stored in the inductor, it is delivering to the resistor. So the initial voltage I naught is decaying here. That means in RC circuit the voltage is decaying, but in RL circuit the current will be decaying. So the stored current will be decayed in RL circuit. So this is R value. This is having L. So we take terminal. We'll give a mesh current. By KVL we have VR plus VL equal to 0. So here VR means R into I. So we have VL equal to what? L di by dt. Substitute it here. L di by dt equal to 0. Our aim is to find a change in current. So transfer this dt L R that side. So L di by dt equal to what? Here minus Ri. So we need I. So di by I equal to minus R by L into dt. Integrate this both sides. We will have di by I equal to minus integral of R by L dt. So remove this constant outside. R by L integral of dt. So integral of 1 by x we have ln of I. So integral of this is t. We take some constant k. So here k is the constant represented for redefining the equation as ln of k. So that means ln of I equal to minus R by L t plus ln of k. Take this k this side, you will be getting in of minus ln of k equal to minus R by L into t. Rearranging the equation, you will be getting t. So take the logarithm outside, that side, you will be getting e power minus R by L into t. So that is will be I equal to what? K of e power minus R by L into t. So we need this response I of t. Here I of t is need current to that inductor. So we need this current equation. Basing on that current equation, now we analyze the decaying of current. So I said before for RC circuit that In of for R k into e power minus R by L into t. So here the decaying of initial current I naught of inductor will be in this form. So the exponential of some value is decreasing. If t equal to 0 means that I of 0, that means k of e power minus 0, then that equal to k. We initially took I naught of 0, that current at t naught is I naught. So we'll replace I naught of 0 equal to I naught. So therefore I of t equal to what? I naught into e power minus r by l into t. So this will be written in the form of time constant minus r by l I naught equal to e power minus t by tau. So observing this and this time constant of RL circuit is dependent by r by l. So this is the time constant of r by l. What is the time constant? The time required for an initial value of to become 36.7% of initial value is time constant. So this decaying current I naught takes 5 time constants. So 5 time constant to reach a steady state. Okay, this is called a transition period. This is called a transient period. So whatever the element is decaying current, the time is called transient period. After this we'll call a steady state. This is steady state and this is transient. Okay, now we'll solve a few problems. So end of the summary is here. For RL circuit, if we are having initial current I naught, then the response across inductor will become I naught into e power minus t by tau. For capacitor, for RC circuit, we already did this. For RC circuit, having initial voltage of V naught across a capacitor, then the response across capacitor is V of t equal to what? V naught into e power minus t by tau. Here tau equal to RC, here tau equal to L by R. So these are the two things we have to memorize for solving the next few problems. Now this session will solve only problems based on time constant. How to find the time constant for different circuits, we'll see. Let us take a simple circuit. See, I am taking small circuit, simple circuit. This is R and this is C. I am giving now this for this circuit a switch. See, same RL. What are the now I am keeping problems on time constant. So the method to find the time constant t is tau is. So I am giving the switch and I am making this time to operate. So here this is a voltage V. So here initially there may be a voltage across capacitor or there may not be a voltage across capacitor. If there is a voltage across capacitor, from that voltage if you close the switch, again that capacitor will be charged. So that change of that capacitor based upon that R and C, the time constant only. So whatever the time constant, if the time constant is high, that means it takes more current. If time constant is less, it takes less current. That means to find time constant, we need to make this switch to operate. That means after switching only some response will be started. So for this we will make this switch to operate. So switch is operated now. Now we need to find the time constant equal to RC. So though in this method we say that for finding R equivalent, what we'll do is we'll remove the capacitor and we turn off the voltage source and we'll see R equivalent. That is, you are having R equivalent equal to R. And again for C equivalent, what we will do is same circuit, we remove the capacitor resistor and we place the voltage as a short and we look like this. Then C equivalent equal to C. So the time constant equal to RC. Now for the same circuit, I placed R1, R2, R1 and this is C1. Now the time constant C will be, the switch will be operated and the circuit will be in this form. So at steady state this is going to operate that the operation is depend on the value of time constant. This is R1 and this is R2, C1, C2. So for finding R equivalent, what you need to do is you have to terminate, you have to remove these terminals and you have to look like this. This is C1, C2. So we have to turn off the current source, the voltage source, then it's shorted, and we keep the resistance, we remove the capacitors, and we look like this. That is R equivalent. This is R1, this is R2. So R equivalent equal to R1 plus R2. Okay. Now for finding C equivalent, that means for the same circuit, you turn off the current source, voltage source, and we'll keep this resistance. We'll remove that resistance. I'll keep C1, C2. So since C1, C2 are in series, then C equivalent equal to what? C1, C2 by C1 plus C2. Now the time constant tau equal to what? R equivalent into C equivalent. Then this will become R1 plus R2, C1, C2 by C1 plus C2. So you will be given the resistance values and the capacitance values. We will find the C equivalent, R equivalent. After finding that C equivalent, R equivalent, we substitute this one, and finally you will get occur time in tau in seconds. So tau units is seconds, time constant. We already deal that. Now let us take a small problem which you need to understand carefully. Now I am asking you to find the time constant for this circuit. So I am not bothered about any response here. We are not finding any response. We need a few theory based to understand the response. Now we will find initially the time constant. This is 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad, and this is 3 microfarad. So initially they gave you the circuit here. Don't get panic. Now here the switch is acting in downward direction. To operate the circuit, we need to turn on the switch. So that means turning on the switch, the circuit will be operated. Within that operation mode, to get steady state, we need transients. So to operation mode, this is the transient period. After the transient period, it gets steady state. So in this transient period only, we are finding the time constant for this circuit. So to find out the time constant, we actually do is we switch on the circuit. When we switch on the circuit, now this will be in this form. So on separation basis, that means to find C equivalent, so tau equal to what? RC. Now we will find R equivalent. So R equivalent is simply we'll turn off the circuit, that means current source, voltage source, and we'll remove the capacitors, and we'll look R equivalent. So now R equivalent equal to, given the value of 1K, this is 1K. Okay. Now we'll want to find the C equivalent. For the same circuit, we remove that resistance here. C equivalent is found. We remove that resistance. We turn off the current voltage source, and we'll see from resistor values. From resistor value. Here what we see from capacitor value, we see it. Okay. Now the resistor is removed. So the resistor when we remove, we see that this is 2 microfarad and 3 microfarad. So C equivalent will be in form, since capacitors are in parallel, the C equivalent is what? C1 plus C2. That is 2 microfarad plus 3 microfarad. That is called 5 microfarad. Now you got C equivalent, R equivalent. The time constant tau equal to what? RC. You substitute that both there. What? 1K into 5 into 10 power minus 6. By calculating this value, you will be getting time constant 5 equal to what? Time constant as 5 milliseconds. Okay. So initially what you will do, you will turning on the switch is a main important concept. After turning on the switch only, you will get this value. Now we will turn off for finding R equivalent, we remove the capacitor's value, and we will find that. So ultimately what you are doing, you are making the circuit in this form. So RC form you are getting. So RC, for RC tau equal to what? RC. So you are finding R equivalent, C equivalent. and you're getting time constant tau. Okay. Now we'll solve another small sum basing on RC value only. Now he is asking you to find a time constant of this circuit. So by separation mode we can say here easily, now the switch will be operated and the circuit will become this. Okay, if you want to find R equivalent, what you will do? For finding R equivalent, turn off independent source and remove capacitor. That means we have to remove this capacitor terminals here and you have to see the terminals here. Now we will getting, you have to see and turn off. Now we will be getting a circuit like this. This is R equivalent, 6K, 3K, 2K. Now R equivalent equal to 3K in parallel with 6K plus 2K. That's 2K plus 2K. That is 4K. So R equivalent is 4 kilo ohms. Now for C equivalent means same circuit. We'll remove the resistors here. Okay, and we'll look removing that resistors here, and this, even though this source, this shorted is not a problem here, since it is shorted we are looking that here. So this is what, this is 6 ohms, 6 farad, 6 microfarad, this is 1 microfarad, this is 2 microfarad. Now C equivalent is equal to what? 1 microfarad plus 2 microfarad. It will be in parallel with series with 6 microfarad. That is then after getting this in series with 6 microfarad, then it is 3 microfarad into 6 microfarad by 3 plus 6. Then sort of C equivalent you will be getting a value of 2 microfarad. Okay, now you got R equivalent, C equivalent. Now tau equal to R equivalent into C equivalent. Then it is 4K into 2 microfarad. You will be getting 4 into 8 milliseconds. So tau equal to 8 milliseconds. So the time constant for that above circuit is 8 milliseconds. That means the final, the value which is there, it getting exponential of 63.3% of its maximum value to reach. It takes 8.8 milliseconds time for that circuit. You have to summarize that also. Okay. Now there are many problems based on this, but we are confining this to 2 circuits. What is there means you have to find R equivalent and C equivalent separately, and we have to find time constant here. Now we'll solve few time constant problems based on RL circuits. Now let me take the small simple circuit. So you need to understand the concept. So understanding the concept here is very much important. So how I am taking that R equivalent, how I am taking C equivalent is very much important. So here I am taking current source. So this is I taking L value, and this is L value, R value, R value, and this is R value. Now you are wishing to find the time constant. Time constant. So by seeing this, what are the values we have? Resistors and inductors. The time constant of RL circuit is what? L by R. That means you need to find L equivalent and R equivalent. Now finding R equivalent, you assume that switch is here closing. So after switch is closing, the circuit will become what? You are closing the switch. switch will be in this form. Now to find R equivalent, you need to remove this inductor and you need to turn off the current source. After removing this inductor and turning off currents or independent source, we will be having a circuit like this. This is R, this R. So you will be having a circuit of this form. Through inductor you have to find it. So this turning of the current source means you need to open it. So turning of voltage source means you need to close. This is R. If you look carefully, this R is not in the circuit to finding R equivalent. So we did many Thevenin-Norton's theorems now. Now that theorems practice will be useful here to find easily. R equivalent is 1. This R and R in series. So R plus R, that equal to 2R. Okay. Now the finding R equivalent is finished. Now since we having inductors, we need to find inductor. Again what we'll do, we'll remove the resistance part and we turn off the independent source and you look from resistance part to terminals like this. Now for finding L equivalent, you will be having a circuit like this. This is L equivalent. So L equivalent equal to L plus L, that is 2L. So you got R equivalent and L equivalent. So tau equal to what? L by R. You will be getting 2L by 2R. So ultimately the time constant is L by R for this circuit. Now we will solve another small problem which is different problem. You need to understand pretty well. So I'm dealing in a crisp way. You have to understand very well. I wanted you to find the time constant of RL circuit of this form. So they may give any kind of problems. You need to know the concept here. If you observe carefully, from previous problem to this problem, I am removing this source. I am removing this switch. Okay. In previous things, what I did, I kept the switch on. Now I am removing that switch. So here the actual concept comes here. Removing this switch means at some point of time the current source is acted, okay, and if removing the switch means the current source will be acted, but the inductor will be stored in a other form. That means for having this circuit closed, this inductor stored some energy, and if we remove the switch, this inductor will be stored some energy. Now in both ways the current source is acting. Now here the switch, removing the switch means not removing the source. We have to need to understand removing this branch only here. Now now we need to find time constant for this circuit. Now what we will do is, say after removing this switch, the circuit becomes how? You remove that switch and the circuit becomes like this. Okay, is that correct? This is 2 millihenry, this is 2K, 6K, this is 3K. Now I removed that switch here. Now what we need to find? We wanted to find L equivalent. So finding L equivalent means we remove the resistor elements. We are having since we are having directly one value, we can write L equivalent is what? You remove the current source and you remove the resistance, you will be having only one value of L equivalent. You can get directly L equivalent equal to 22 millihenry. So keep that aside, and now we need to find R equivalent. Here what is R equivalent here? You remove the current source for this current source and you remove the inductor. From inductor you look into the circuit. Okay. So you remove that current source here. From inductor you look into the circuit. What do you see? Is 6K, 3K and 2K. So here for finding R equivalent, this what we have is R equivalent as you remove this terminals, means you don't have any terminals. So R equivalent is here, you have to observe carefully, 2K, 6K, 3K are in series. So 2K plus 6K plus 3K. So the R equivalent value is about 11 kilo ohms. You have L equivalent, you have R equivalent. Now time constant tau equal to L by R. L equivalent, R equivalent. Then we will getting 22 millihenry by 11 kilo Henry. So you will getting a time constant 2 equal to K, take this K upward. So into 10 power minus 3 into 10 power minus 3. Then we come 2 microseconds. So time constant tau equal to 2 microseconds for that circuit. Okay. So finding the time constant is very much important here. In the next coming classes, you will get understand why we calculate the time constant. We directly apply this time constant in one equation and find the response across inductor, across the capacitor and the inductor. Now this is the phase time, you need to understand carefully. So in multi directions we'll solve these problems. Only you need to understand is the concept here. So after watching this, please give comment, that's so that you can I may reach you that you are studying and you are working on this. Thank you.